guys, what's up? It's Pauline here. Welcome to my YouTube vlog. I'm super excited for this weekend vlog because we are actually in Washington, D.C. and we just landed. But on top of that, this will be my very first solo trip in over 7 years. I don't think I've traveled alone for a really long time, so I think this will be super fun. Alex is actually in Grand Teton and Yellowstone this weekend, celebrating his friend Nick, and I actually have a recharge day today, so my company gave us the Thursday off, and I decided to just take the Friday off so that way I could have like a 4-day weekend and take advantage of it by using less PTO. But really excited. So let's get this weekend started. So just got off the metro, which was actually really convenient. It was connected to the airport. It was a 25-minute metro ride and then a 10-minute walk to the hotel. I'll be honest, I have no idea where I am, but I feel like I'm in like the central downtown area. But let me show you a quick room tour. They actually upgraded us. This is the Marriott Residence Inn. I'm part of the Marriott Bonvoy loyalty program, so they said they upgraded me because of that. So let's take a look and do a tour. We got the fridge, we got a kitchen, a little kitchenette, which is super nice, and a dishwasher. And we have a little area there for like working, couch area. We got this desk area too, super nice. A little view of the downtown area as well. A really interesting and weirdly placed TV, TBH. And then a king size bed. Again, a nice little view of the area. You can see like a little building right there. Don't know what that is. I think it's like a church, a National Christian Church. Okay. Then we've got our little closet area, a little mirror, and a little bathroom. I haven't eaten all day except for the Cheez-It snacks in the flight and some water. So I'm gonna go grab some dinner right now. I was like literally looking throughout the entire flight what to eat, and I just like cannot decide. It is kind of like, it started raining outside while I was walking here, but I think I'm gonna check out this place called Vortex. It looks super good. I'm just craving like a crab cake. I think this area is known for crab cakes, so we definitely have to eat that one right here. Okay, so I found this spot, and I don't know why it was just calling to me. It kind of reminds me of this like loungy vibe, which I don't typically go for, but I was craving some like crab cakes and just like more, I think like Southern style food. But this place is called Vortex, and it's really close to my hotel in the downtown area. But this is the first dish we got. A sweet potato cornbread cake. So it's all in a really pretty cast iron, so really excited. Smells amazing, and there's some type of like honey butter on it. Okay, so our first dish, we got these 2 crab cakes, and it comes with this like corn salsa, these crispy Brussels sprouts, and apparently it's like an Ethiopian style seasoning of crab cakes. So really excited to try this. I'm gonna show you guys this piece. There's like so much crab meat in it. You can just see like jumbo lumps of crab in it. And there's not a whole ton of like filler. It's so good. The seasoning is really good. It's very flavorful. I will say it's something that I've never really been exposed to, like this type of seasoning and flavors. Like it's hard for me to explain. And it's not like your typical, I don't want to say the word typical, but just like it's not like other crab cakes that I've had. And I think that's what makes this place super good and super unique. And then taking a stab at the crispy Brussels sprouts. Okay, final verdict about dinner. I thought that was a super good spot, super solid. I think I've never really had Ethiopian flavors before, so I don't think I was really expecting that like flavor explosion, but it was definitely a unique and great experience. Service was great. It's in a more loungy environment, which I think it's just like a little bit different than what I typically gravitate towards, but I'm really glad I tried it. But anyways, we are on the bus. We we are trying to go to the Library of Congress. So apparently on Thursdays they have a happy hour from I think like 4 to 7 o'clock. I purchased free tickets, or I like pre-booked some tickets to get in, but it is 7 o'clock right now, so we'll see if we can even make it. The bus ride's going to take about like 20 minutes to get there. Okay, so unfortunately we didn't make it to the happy hour for the Library of Congress, but maybe for next time, if you guys are in the area, you guys can let me know how it is. But I want to show you guys, this is so stunning. This is the outside of the Library of Congress during sunset. Wow, it is so beautiful in person. I'll have to go inside one day. Wow, this is such a pretty view. Oh my gosh. Wow. Wow, it is so beautiful. I'm really just soaking in every minute of this. Just sitting here on the steps, and the sun is like setting, and you can see the Capitol, the monument, probably not super clearly right now. But it's just so peaceful and so calming being here and just seeing everyone out. That's what I love about the cities. People are just like congregating, hanging out with people, talking, and it's just such a beautiful day outside. So really good, successful day, even though everything didn't go according to plan. I literally like missed a couple of bus stops. I definitely got lost a few times, but yeah, and then I missed the library thing, but that's okay. It's just so stunning being here right now, and I'm so grateful. It is Friday today, and I just bussed over to a coffee shop called, what's this place called? Little Hat Coffee. It's located inside a grocery store. I got their iced pandan matcha latte, and this is super good. The pandan syrup is really strong. This is like how I like my matchas. It's just like on the sweeter side, a little bit on the pricier side. I think like I tipped like 50 cents, but it ended up being like $9.50. But that's okay. This is a really, really good matcha. I was checking on Reddit, and everyone on Reddit recommended Little Hat Coffee. I don't know how much I trust Reddit all the time, but I mean, I just like, I don't really know what the best matcha is in this area. And then also Google and Yelp had like 4.9 star reviews. So I'm glad I tried it. It was only like a 10-minute bus ride from the hotel. So I am collecting stamps from the National Park passport stamp book, and I bought the large version. So with this version, they literally have like every single national monument in here, which I think is really cool, but at the same time I'm like, dang, there's so many spots. So there is, I think it's this one. Yeah, this is the Washington DC district one, and there are like 4 pages, which is a lot. So we'll see if we can hit them all. I heard that a lot of the stamps are kind of like at one location, or there's a lot at one location. But yeah, it's so much fun to collect these, and like, let me show you guys, because like I'm obsessed with doing this. Where'd it go? Oh, here, Grand Teton. So yeah, this started when we were in Grand Teton and Yellowstone, I think. I think it's cool because you can buy these like official stamps, and then you can also get it stamped, and they have like a bunch. So it's just super fun to collect, and something that Alex and I have been doing. Oh my gosh, I just got it all wet. Probably need to get this binded, but yeah, we're gonna do that today and head out right now. So we made it to the Washington Monument Lodge, which is where I think some of the stamps, or a lot of the stamps, are gonna be here, but you guys can see the monument right over here. We'll take a look after this. Look, they have all of the years. I'm actually, oh wait, they're all categorized, but I'm actually missing a bunch of these. But they sell all the National Park books here as well. They have their little station here.
I'd like to get a ticket. So there are no more tickets for today. The window in the back tomorrow morning.
So pretty. It is so hot and humid today though. I ended up getting, I think like 4 stamps. One of the stamps actually wasn't like part of the book, so it's just like an extra stamp. I think one of them I did it incorrectly. It was for the World War II Memorial, but it was actually the World War I Memorial. But that's okay. Now we're gonna walk over to, I think there's this area, it's kind of like a park with all the water and stuff. And it's such a nice view, so I'm gonna go there. I think it would have been nice during sunset though, because it's so hot right now. So we're on our way to this memorial, which I think is the World War II Memorial, and also where the lake park area is. And I think Lincoln Memorial might be there too. Okay, this is the World War II Memorial. Ooh, so pretty.
Man.
Excellent.
So where are you from?
I'm from California, like the Orange County area.
Okay. I was born in Folsom.
Oh, where?
Long time in Folsom, California.
Oh, okay.
My dad was in. There's an Air Force base that's.
So I just went to the World War II Memorial Visitor Center, which is right here. It's kind of right next to the actual memorial, but it's kind of tucked away to the side. There aren't that many people here. And you can't really walk in. It's literally just a booth, but the guy was super helpful. He was so nice. There's, I think, like 1 or 2 stamps here, and then they have a bunch of like extra stamps that aren't technically like in the book, but you can put it in your extra page. Okay, so we kind of have a long way to go. I'm gonna check out a couple more of the bookstores, and it's kind of nice because if you go on the website, they categorize which stamps are under what. Okay, we are close to the Lincoln Memorial and Thomas Jefferson Memorial. I think they're doing a lot of construction though. Right there, so we're gonna go up there, and of course the beautiful National Monument, and I love this side. It's just so beautiful. Oh my gosh, it's getting so hot. Okay, this is the Lincoln Memorial. This is one of my favorite memorials. I have a really good memory, I think, of my brother and I. Yeah, when we first went here, I think we went here really late at night. And it was really funny. I think I just like laid on the floor and there was no one here. So definitely go at night if you can. Oh, so pretty. Apparently it's only 80 degrees, but the humidity makes it feel like so much more. I get like super faint when I like don't eat or drink anything, even though I did have my matcha. So I think I'm gonna check out maybe one more spot and then grab lunch. It's 11:30 here. Which I guess is the time I'd be waking up anyways. Yeah. Okay, so the Lincoln Memorial one is currently under construction, so I guess this is like a makeshift one. Oh wait, it's probably on the other. I feel like I'm really close. I feel like I'm halfway there. Is that halfway? Maybe like a third way there. But making pretty good progress, I would say. Okay, we are at the Korean Veterans Memorial. Okay, we've got this, and then this over here. Okay, so we are now approaching the Martin Luther King Jr. Memorial. It's a beautiful lake area. Oh wow, look at that. It's gorgeous. See in the distance. I don't know which one that is. I'll have to look that up. Okay, and now this is the Martin Luther King Memorial bookstore, literally right across. Okay, we got the Martin Luther King Memorial stamp here. I'm gonna find it in the book. ABCD. Ooh. Okay, this is the Franklin Delano Roosevelt Visitor Center and gift shop. Okay, so we are in Georgetown right now. I just took an Uber, which surprisingly was only like $2 from the Roosevelt Memorial. I don't know if it's because I had Chase, but it was like super cheap. And we're gonna grab some seafood at Georgetown Seafood. I heard some really great things about this spot. I've been really just craving like lobster roll. Austin has some really great lobster rolls. It's really hard to find a solid lobster roll like in the Orange County area unless you're paying like a lot of money. And even if you're like paying like $25, $30, I feel like the lobster just is a little bit sparse. So I heard really great things about this spot. Super excited. This place is so cute. There's an upstairs area which I am settled in. I think you can also sit downstairs. But there's a little view of the downtown area as well. Georgetown is such a cute little area. I love it. It's very like college town, cute red brick area. Okay, so we got the combo for the warm lobster roll. That looks so good. And just like so much lobster, and then you get a choice of fries and a drink. Honestly, I think that's a pretty good value for $26. Like, it's just so much meat. It's good. Honestly, I think it's so incredible like how much meat is in this. Like, just big chunks of meat. Fries are also really good too. Honestly, I feel like this is what I needed like after just walking around. It's just like so hot outside. Everything is just hitting the spot right now. Okay, final verdict. That was so good. I would come back here in a heartbeat. Everything was just so amazing and everyone was so friendly and so nice. The service was really great. Like right when I walked in, they were super curious about the DJI Osmo camera, and they made me write down the camera on a napkin. But they were just so nice, and that lobster roll was just like, I'm gonna be dreaming about that lobster roll, like honestly. So we're gonna try another matcha latte. This place is called, I think, Maman or Maman. It's also in Georgetown, so a really quick walk away, just about like a 5-minute walk. This place is so cute. I ended up getting another matcha latte. Also, this place is super like cute. I don't know if there's a relation to this, but like on the store it said Martha Stewart, and then you can see like her cookbooks and stuff everywhere. So I'm curious if like this is her restaurant. I haven't really looked too deep into it. Good, not like too sweet. I wouldn't say it's like the best matcha I've had. I'd say it's a little bit on the lighter side. So I ended up collecting most of the national park stamps that I needed to for the National Mall area. There are definitely a lot more that are a little bit out of the way, so I don't know if I'll get to those tomorrow, but we'll see. But I'm still happy that we were able to get a good amount of stamps and check out all of the sites. But honestly, I ended up going home because I felt like I was getting heat exhaustion. It was getting pretty bad. Anyways, I'm rested and we are here at dinner at a place called Jont. Jont is a place that Alex and I actually went to, first time that we went to Washington, D.C. together, the only time we've been to D.C. together. And this is a 2-star Michelin restaurant. And there's some Michelin star restaurants where like, I'll be honest, some are like, the expectation is like really high and sometimes it's just like not as good. And then there are ones that just like blow your mind away and it just becomes like your favorite restaurant in the world. And Jont is one of those spots. When I went to Jont last time, I literally felt like I was like taken to another culinary world, and it just became one of the best meals of my life. So I'm really excited to be back. It'll be interesting because I'll be dining by myself. So it's my very first time doing like fine dining by myself. So really excited and really excited to just be back. TBH though, I don't know how much I'll be filming. At first I like had all these ideas for content, but I really just want to like take in the moment. So I'll try to film like a couple of things here and there. Probably just won't film a whole full ton because it is like a chef's counter, and I don't want to be like, you know, in your face with my camera, even though the DJI is pretty like sleek and very discreet. But I really just want to take in the moment, so I'll see what I can film. I love this kitchen. It feels like a little speakeasy, but literally like so close. You get to experience all the action. We've got some of the amuse-bouche. I think this is like I'll be honest, I don't remember everything they said, but it sounds amazing. There's caviar in this one, and then this is like a beef kind of seaweed bite. I'm at least record the first bite. This one is the amuse-bouche. Amuse-bouche is literally like my favorite part of the meal. This one has like caviar and it's like a little tartlet. Holy crap. Next is kind of like this like wagyu, I think it's like a beef tartare and a seaweed cup.
Wonderful, I'd love to do that. In that case, there's some really exciting things coming your way. Allow me to just fulfill your minutes for just a moment. You're good.
We've got some quail liver dipped in something I don't remember. And then this like little jelly like donut. We've got some fancy mochi steamed bun like pork. This looks so yummy.
Tomatoes, cucumelons, which are really nice, almost like look like small little watermelons. And
Next we got this really beautiful dish, and the sommelier is so nice. He gave us this little sauté pairing because he's submitting it for a competition as a pairing. So apparently he gets to win a free trip if the pairing wins. That is so cool. I wish I was part of this world. Such a fresh, beautiful dish.
We're pouring a champagne for
Let's try the sake pairing.
Crew. So, story producer, getting some smiles when I've had them before. Nice.
Really
So,
nice.
this is the 171 edition. Corresponds to the year 2015.
the fish itself, you'll notice, has two distinct layers, one of which is the fish itself, and wrapped around the fish is a layer consisting of scallop and foie gras that we've wrapped around the fish before gently cooking over the open fire. You'll find everything surrounded by this beautiful foam component. So that'll be foam of soup pieces. Think gently cooked onion, bechamel, held together with Carolina gold rice koji. Everything sits on top of a sauce of rich and cultured buttermilk with an herb oil to contrast all that richness. So you'll find here flavors of chive, basil, cecil, and dill.
Oh my, look how pretty that is. Look at the plating. This is one of my favorite things about Michelin restaurants is I feel like a lot of these plates are from like local ceramics or bougie like ceramic artists. It's just so beautiful. It's something you can't find anywhere else. Like look at that. Look at this. Look how cute that is. Also look at my wine cup. It's so fun.
Crab, targagani, coming from Hokkaido, as well as Dungeness crab coming from Northern California. We're getting those Dungeness crab in whole, so we're taking the head of them, roasting them over the fire, scooping out the pani miso, mounting that with some cultured butter, chive, and lemon. And finishing here with a couple slices of black Australian winter truffles for you as well.
Wow. Beautiful.
Like a young like hot surfer guy.
Precision is crazy.
Yeah. I'm like kind of.
Hitting the right thing for those. So this is a hojicha tea simple syrup with a half liter of yuzu juice. Hojicha brings a little bit of smoke. More importantly, it's correcting for acids. It has sweetness. It's a very small part of the dish, but it's very important. That was a dash of saline solution, essentially salt. Salt plays very well with both vegetables and with beef, so that's why we put that in. And finally, this is our red bell pepper juice. It is raw red bell peppers. We don't run them through a juicer, that would be easier. The flavor would be more or less the same, but it would change the color. And we really like that neon bright red color.
Wow.
They're not roasted, they are really, really raw. This is because we don't want the flavor of roasted red bell peppers, we almost want that fruity flavor of a raw red bell pepper. And it's not just red bell peppers.
Wow. Wow, so nice. They gave me a free non-alcoholic drink. Really kind of them. Like, oh my gosh, she's been doing that for hours. Wow.
These are quail. They're coming from Wolf Ranch in
Is it very classic or is it a little more
California. Red Bull's been using quail for Michelin chefs for over 30 years. He doesn't normally send them outside of California, and he only sends out about 600.
Barber, and you just get to push the button of the hash you like and choose the hash for your next course.
Wow. Oh my gosh, look at these chopsticks. It has glitter. You guys can't see it, but it's so cute. Whale dish that girl showed us, but with curry. Also tempura deep fried. Looks beautiful. Looks amazing. Okay, they moved us to a dessert experience room. Got some really fancy, I didn't catch it, but all the cherry matcha dessert.
With a cherry compote. On top is a sour cream ice cream. And the three of us are pouring a little bit of cherry consomme on the side here. Absolutely.
Thank you.
So
Fancy
for your next
dessert.
dessert this evening, focusing on flavors here of a sweet potato, specifically using an ano-imo. This is a sweet potato grown on the island of Kagoshima, off the southern coast of Kagoshima in the south of Japan. The whole process here starts with the sweet potato that was first cultivated back in 1947 on the island, though it could not be exported off the island until 1998. Just due to a few
Fantastic experience at Jont. Still as good as I remembered it to be. I think what made it really different, and like when I went, I think this was the first or second year going, I feel like the waiters, and I don't know if it was the situation I was in, but I was like alone, and then I feel like the waiters were just so personable. Like they were all like asking me about my camera, like vlogging, like TikTok, and then the guy was like, oh, like go for it, film, like, you know, there's this guy that comes in and he like reviews fine dining, so that made me feel more comfortable filming in that environment. So I started filming more. I just didn't want to be so intrusive, but overall really great food. Still one of my favorite restaurants that I've like ever been to. I really recommend it, and the experience, I will say I do remember when I first went, the dessert being like maybe like crazier, but I remember there was like tea and they gave us like all these different things. Aside from that, I think dessert was amazing. The savory dishes were amazing. Everything was just so great. Today is Saturday, and we just grabbed some coffee from this place called Dua DC, literally a 4-minute walk from the hotel, and this place specializes in Indonesian style coffee. I don't know if I've ever encountered a place with Indonesian style coffee or that I'm like aware of, but this is their, I think, this is their Kopi Susu latte, and it is a latte with sweet condensed milk. I saw that this drink is really popular. They also had a mango matcha, which I was interested in. Good. Reminds me of like, not necessarily a Vietnamese iced coffee, but a little bit lighter and sweeter. I do really like sweet lattes. I haven't drank coffee in so long. I used to like make coffee all the time, and then I stopped and switched back to matcha, but I had to try this one. We're going to the clock tower first, which is like right behind the Astoria Waldorf Hotel. It's pretty discreet, like I totally missed it, but you're taken to this hallway, and there's like a little museum. Okay, we're currently in the elevator taking us to the top. Super cool, and this is free. Wow. Oh my gosh, and that's the hotel down there. Super beautiful. And then we've got this over here. Little museum. Tour access. Thank you. Okay. Thank you so much. We're off to a second elevator. Oh, so beautiful. You can see the view of everything. A little dirty. You can see the National Monument. Super pretty. It's a little bit hard to see, but between these wires, you can see the, I think the state capitol there. It's kind of cool just seeing everything from the top. Super pretty, really cool thing to do for free. Yeah, and it's not crowded at all. I mean, it's Saturday right now. It is 9 a.m. No, 10, 11 a.m. No crowds. Love it. So pretty. You can also get a stamp here for the Pennsylvania Avenue one. Okay, so you're gonna go inside these doors to get to the tower. It's a little confusing because it's more like in the back area. So there's this big sign that says like old post office, and you just kind of have to walk around, and then there's these like barricade area. Okay, so we got our White House stamp. I don't really know if I should be recording here, but got the stamp. Okay, this is the White House Visitor Center we just left. You have to go through the security in here in order to go here. We are at the Smithsonian National Museum of Stamps, and I just felt like it might be like a chiller museum for today. And I haven't been here before. I've been to the Natural History Museum like 2-3 times, and after like Alex and I got married and we started sending out our mail postage and like our wedding invites, I started buying a bunch of stamps and just really appreciate like stamps and postage a little bit more. So I just thought this would be like super cool. It's a free museum and it's not too crowded at all. I don't know why I find this whole setup so cute. So cool. I love this shirt, it's so pretty.
What'd you mess up?
It's actually a pretty cool museum. There's a lot of like interactive things. Over there, you can throw packages in the mail and see how well you do. And then you can also decorate or make your own mailbox. I heard somewhere you can also design your own stamps. I haven't seen that yet, but really nice museum. Learning about the USPS history. We're inside the gift shop right now, and I think this is an actual USPS, and you can originally I wanted to try out Queen's English, but they're closed until like 3 or 4 p.m. And I didn't want to be like, or I wanted to eat a little bit earlier because our dinner reservation tonight is at 7 o'clock. I had bookmarked this place. It's called Capital Burger. I'll be honest, like I'm just craving like a burger now, so I think it all just like works out, and like some fries. Don't know how like touristy this spot is. Like it has so many reviews. It seems like a tourist spot. I might be setting myself up for, I don't know, just because like I typically don't like thick burgers, and I know this spot has thick burgers, but it has such good reviews, so let's just try it out. Okay, so I ended up getting the Capital Burger, which is like a Gruyere style burger with caramelized onions and Gruyere cheese, and then I upgraded my fries to their truffle parmesan. Okay, let me show you guys off this burger. Look at all this cheese, that really thick patty. Actually looks really good. Excited to try it. And then you got that toasted bun. The fries look amazing too. Like, looks freshly fried, like some shaved Parmesan, and then there's some greens on it. I think for someone who doesn't like the thick style burger, this is probably the best thick style burger that I've had. It's very, very juicy, not dry at all, really soft. I've had some at other places and I just feel like it never like melts in your mouth, or it's like either too dry, or they just like add too much stuff to it and it just like feels really unnecessary. I actually think this is done really, really well. Oh, fries are really good. It's like a top fry. Freshly fried, nice like Parmesan shavings, a little bit of truffle flavoring, but not like so much where it's like overpowering. Really good. Final verdict. I actually thought that was a really solid spot. It was one of those things where like the more I ate it, the more I just like started enjoying it. I do think it is one of the best like thick style burgers. Again, not typically a fan, but I think out of all the thick style burgers I've had, this one is really, really good. They do the patty like super well. So I actually really recommend this spot. I can see why it has so many like great reviews. So many people recommend it, even locals. So after dinner, I totally knocked out and honestly had the best nap ever. But anyways, sorry if I look tired. So we are at Imperfecto right now. And this one is, I think, a 1-star Michelin restaurant. And I'm really excited. We are doing their like chef's table. I think they call it a degustation. I'm not gonna even try to pretend like I know that word, but it's a degustation menu. So like a tasting menu, and I'm really, really excited to try it. It's gonna be a new one. Yesterday, you know, I kind of already knew what to expect, but this one will be a brand new experience. Okay, so I'm seated at a table with a bunch of other people, which is super interesting. I don't think I've experienced that before. And then our chef literally is like right next to me. So that's really, really cool. Very exciting.
100% sourdough bread with cacao butter and cacao nibs and sauce. A little starter like to open and your palate and get ready for our incredible. Please enjoy.
Thank you.
Beautiful. I shared with you guys the first bite. We got a bunch of these like little amuse bouche, my favorite. He said this was her favorite. It's like a little donut. I'll get the names of it after. Honestly, I never remember. Whoa, look how pretty this is. Wow.
Inspired by the Starry Night painting and wanted to see how they could incorporate that painting into a dish on the tasting menu tonight, and therefore we have this in front of you all.
Such a pretty dish. They told us we take it and we drag it through. Oh my gosh. Got a little crunch to it. It's like a sashimi-like texture and like spicy, but there's like the bonito flavor to it. It's really interesting.
All them other dishes that don't have.
It's a composition of Dungeness crab in the Pacific Northwest.
Crab. Dungeness crab flow to inspiration.
These uni are going to be the garnish filling or the finishing touch on the next dish for you all to enjoy, which is going to demonstrate a really nice balance of French culinary technique.
That's
Okay, something about the spot. The presentation is stunning. Like, I feel like they put so much thought into the presentation. This is beautiful. Look at that uni.
So, sourced just north of where that Portuguese octopus came from, this beautiful turbo was caught off the coast of Galicia in Spain, so a little part of Spain that juts out just above Portugal. Chef Rene has prepared it whole roasted in a cast iron pan behind us here. This will be the last fish dish of the evening for you all to enjoy, but these turbo have a really delicate flavor profile to them, pretty mild in flavor, and they've got...
I think I have one of the best seats in the house. Just being right next to the chef and preparing everything. It's so cool. And just being next to the fire is really nice. Honestly, like, I thought the experience would be a little bit weird just because, like, it's a shared table and space, but everyone is so nice sitting next to me. Meeting a lot of people through this experience who just like love food, which is awesome.
Chive and egg. You roll these overnight to keep the composition of the pepper intact. Great flavor standing out there too, so I definitely recommend. We have these beautiful Umbrian black summer truffles that I'm happy to add onto any course.
We're done with the seafood courses. I'm not gonna lie, I'm so full right now. There's so much food. I honestly thought there wasn't gonna be that much food based on my conversation with that guy yesterday, and I guess I saw some reviews saying that, and I disagree. I think it's a good amount of food, despite how the dishes look like small bites. It's like really, really filling, at least for me right now.
Skin side down, so it's got a nice crisp texture to it.
Crack it.
Oh, okay.
1, 2, 3.
Ah!
You can do it more.
Oh.
Perfect.
Yay!
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So he is now going to take a blowtorch after basting the steak with balsamic vinegar. He's going to apply direct heat to the exterior of the steak. It's a process of Japanese cooking called the tataki style sear. It's going to burn off the sugar content in the balsamic itself and create a really wonderful crust on the exterior. Pita that has been infused with a bit of labneh, so it has a nice rich texture and flavor profile. And then a couple different sauces.
Got the A5 Wagyu. Helped craft. Also gave me an extra piece for helping with the cracking of the clay or the terracotta on the Wagyu. Yuzu kiwi sorbet for palate cleanser.
A couple days later.
Wow, pretty.
To evoke more of those childhood memories with the ice cream truck of the orange dreamsicle.
Last course of the meal.
Starting on the left-hand side, we have
Thank you guys so much for watching and being part of my very first solo trip in literally what feels like it's been almost probably a decade. Honestly, it's been 2 weeks since I came back and I forgot to film my outro video. So I kind of just wanted to wrap it up and some closing thoughts, but I honestly just, even though it's only been 2 weeks, I feel like I'm gonna look back at this trip so fondly. I really think that traveling alone was just such a fun experience. When I think back about it, I'm just like all smiles, and I really hope that I can do it again. And again, I know that a lot of people like live in the city and they probably get experience like the city by themselves and solo, but I feel like there's something super special about just going somewhere intentionally alone and spending time by yourself. And honestly, like eating at I think where I left off for the video was at Imperfecto. That was such a fun experience. I think I just like really I was sat at a table with a couple and two guys. It was just so cool, like hearing about or meeting these people that you normally wouldn't meet. I feel like sometimes I'm just like in my own little bubble here with like my friends and family. So it was super cool just talking to different people and people from different walks of life, which I think is what traveling is all about, is meeting people and eating great food and just experiencing life. So really, really recommend doing a very solo intentional trip. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you all enjoyed the video. Feel free to subscribe, like, and comment to support this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.